Hey and welcome to this new video of learning and mastering ECMAScript and JavaScript6. So in this video we'll learn about some new feature that came up with ECMAScript6. So first I will also include this or the previous code in comment. And come here. Maybe I will do the same. I will do the same for here also. And let's create, for example, a new div. Let's give it an id div1 also. So let's generate, and let's here, for example, type some paragraph. So just paragraph with the id equal to, for example, my bar. Save. Let's go now to our here, and let's create, for example, name. So for example, name equal, you can type whatever name you want, just variable, and for example last name equal to, don't know, let's say EcmaScript6. So now in the old way, for example, or in the old way, if we want to type this, we will type like this: console.log, come here and type name. Here we need plus, here let's make a space, here add now last name, like this. So but let's make them like in this paragraph. So const my par equal document dot get element by id, and the id was my paragraph, I think, or par. So my par, and go now in here and type my par dot inner text, and here we will type this name plus space and plus again the last name. So let's see if this is correct. Let's go here, refresh, and here it is, it's correct. Now for example, how about if I want to create a list? So let's have like our div. So div equal document dot get element by id, and the id I think was div1. Yeah, div1. And now let's type div dot inner, and this time HTML and not text. So inner HTML equal to, and here, so we will have we said a list, so we need this UL, and we need to close it in here, UL. And here we need to type this anti-slash so that he can like read this this UL. And same for here also, we need to type this anti-slash so that he can read it. Not here, but in here. So again anti-slash n, and here also anti-slash. So we type this anti-slash n. It's, for example, to it's like the BR in HTML, so that we can move one line. And after that we need to start typing our LE, our list, and again we need to type this le, for example, close it, and here let's type just item1, for example, just to see. And we here again /n, so we save this. I think this is not important since it's the last, and they will make this in here. So I think this is correct, so let's go and see here. Let's refresh. So now it's correct. If we like check in our browser, you see that we have here item1. So basically, and here I have just just one item, and see how much trouble we can get in. Also the same here, for example, if we have the phone number, the address, the email, pseudo, or a lot of information, we will need every time to type this plus and concatenate it with the other variable. So basically what's this new feature in ECMAScript called? It called the backtick. Basically what we type is just, instead of those double quotation or one quotation, we type this backtick quotation. If you have a Windows machine, it with 7, so this is the one. So how we can use them, that's what we will see. So let's try to change this to ECMAScript6 with backtick. So first we type the backtick. If you are on Windows machine, it's on 7, and after that, for example, let's type my name is, and to type this variable name we use $, and inside to quote, and we type here name. After that we type, for example, and my last name is, and again the $, open and close bracket, and type here the variable or the name of our variable last name. Save. Let's check if it's working. Refresh, and we see that it's working. My name is YesWeb, and my last name is EcmaScript6. And this one, I think for me it's more it's more nicer, and it's more organized, it's more clean code than the one that we typed before. Also the same thing in here with the inner HTML. So first we said that we type our backtick with 7 like this, and here let's create now our list, like if we are typing in HTML. So here le, for example, item1, we will duplicate this line 2 times, so item2 and item3, item2, item3. Save now, go back and refresh, and we see that it's working also. So now we see that so with this spelling, or with this new feature of ECMAScript, we can type code more clean. You can also have so here I will create another paragraph, for example. So paragraph, and let's give it my par2, generate, save, go back here, const, for example, my second parag, for example, or let's just type parag this time, equal, document dot get element by id, and the id is my parag2, and now parag dot inner text equal, let's use the new tips that we just learned, and let's type the date and date right now. But first we need like a new variable of date, so let's name it, for example, date now equal new date, and here let's use this date now dot and use a function called to local string. So to local string, and we said that we need to put them inside the brackets with the dollar just before. So here let's type, for example, today is, I hope that I type it well, so today string. No, it was to locate string, not today. This is it's another variable, or it's another function. So to local string, and we give it an empty parameter. So now let's go and refresh here to see if we will have the date, and this is the exact date of today. So now I think we're like, with this new feature, the code become like more readable and more clean than the one that we typed before. We can also check, for example, for something if it's true or false. So here const, for example, is true equal true, for example, and here let's use again just this one here, and here let's see, for example, the variable is true is, and here we will give it, or we'll check if it's true or not. We type just like that. So save, go back and refresh, and see here it's true, the variable is true. So let me see if I can here like jump the line. Here I type inner text, so I will make it inner HTML, and here let's use BR. So BR, save now. Let's now make it false to see, and refresh, and the variable is true is false. So basically what he does in here, he check if like this is true, it's a boolean, so he check if it's true or false. If it's true, he will like return to us true, and if it's false, we will see false. If we will check for different or the opposite, so now what we tell him is check if this variable is true, check if it is false. So, and in this case he will like here we will see the variable it's true. See, because here we are checking for if it false or not. We can also use, for example, some additions or the mathematic operation. We can also use them inside here. So I will delete this, leave the BR, and for example let's type the result is, for example, and let's use I don't know, 5 multiplied by 10, for example. So let's go back and refresh, and we see here the result is 15. we can type basically every operation we want. Division, we can also type modulus if we want to see here, and we see it's 5. We can type plus, like plus, minus, whatever we want, and it's 6. And we can have like a backtick inside a backtick. So let's see an example so that you can understand more. Const, for example, array equal, let's type just this, and now let's put them also with the paragraph. So now we want, for example, to make output those elements. So we can use as we see before, the loop off or loop in, but this time we'll use just the map. So how we can do that with the array? I think we already did it in one of the previous video, but we will like do it again. So and here let's type r, the name of our array dot map, and it have a parameter, and inside this parameter we have a function, and we will type it on the arrow function type. And here they have a parameter, so let's type it or name it num, for example. And basically what this num is, for example, this 1 and 2, 3 and 5. And here, for example, if we want just to type it, we'll just type num here, yeah, just num, say we don't know, there is a space, that's why they show me this error. So here name, go back, go now and refresh, and we will see this 1 2 3 5. So now, for example, if I want to have or to do some like operation with this num, so we can type it inside another backtick, so like this, and here type, for example, your result is, and here have this number, for example, +5, like this. Now just go and refresh, and you will see your result is 6, your result is 7, 8 and 10, just like this. If we want to put them like each one in a line, we just copy this here and paste it in here. So I see if this is working, and here it is. Just before ending this video, I want just to show you like another way how we can make them like this without this BR in here. So let's delete it and let's use the join function. So here is type dot join, and basically this join what did is like as its name says, it joined between, for example, the first line and second and etc. So here we type, for example, join by space or by comma, we don't know, underscore, or whatever we want to join with. So and if we want, for example, so let's first test with this, and we will go back and have the same result as here. So we join by this two hyphen. So now let's go and let's put each one of them in a line. So we type just this /n, save, go now and refresh, let me see, anti-slash or slash n, like this, not anti-slash, just slash. Don't know why it's not working. So refresh. Maybe it's not working because like they are in a paragraph. So if we type them in a list like this, they will be like one each line. So just go and try it, create a new list, and after that like put this data or the element of this array inside the list, just like we did in here, and use this join with the anti-slash n, and it will work everyone in a line. So I think this is all for this video, and see you next.